Have you noticed that after 60, everything starts to change? The body aches more often. Energy isn't what it used to be. Sleep worsens. And memory begins to fail in simple daily details. Most people think this is just part of aging. But that's not entirely true. What few know is that much of these symptoms are directly linked to a lack of certain nutrients in the body, and they aren't found in medicines, but rather in the foods you put on your plate. Or should be putting. A report from the World Health Organization showed that cardiovascular diseases remain the leading cause of death worldwide. And much of these diseases could be prevented with one simple habit: eating strategically. That's why, in this video, you'll discover the 6 most powerful leafy greens for those over 60. These leaves are rich in calcium, iron, fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins that protect the heart, bones, eyes, brain, and even help improve mood and sleep. You'll learn which leaves truly make a difference in your health, how to use them daily without hassle, and which mistakes might be preventing you from reaping their benefits. If you want to live with less pain, more energy, and less fear of illness, watch until the end. And take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone you love. It might be exactly what someone in your family needs to hear. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching this video from? What city and country do you live in? I'd love to know how far this message is reaching. Now, let's dive into the first leaf, considered a true ally for the heart and bones in later years. Leaf 1, kale, the protector of the heart and bones. Few foods are as complete and accessible as kale. And it's not just for juicing. In fact, kale is one of the most recommended leafy greens for those over 60. It's rich in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, nutrients essential for keeping bones strong and preventing fractures, a common risk in older age. Magnesium also helps balance blood pressure, protecting the heart and preventing stress spikes in the body. Additionally, kale contains natural anti-inflammatory compounds that help reduce joint pain, improve gut function, and strengthen the immune system. A little-known detail: kale also contains lutein, an antioxidant that protects the eyes against diseases like cataracts and macular degeneration, which are common after 60. But beware, to get the most out of it, preparation is key. Ideally, consume kale raw or lightly sautéed for a few minutes to preserve its nutrients. Avoid overcooking or mixing it with fatty ingredients that cancel out its benefits. You can use kale in salads, green juices with lemon, or sautéed with garlic and olive oil, a simple, tasty, and powerful combination for your health. Leaf 2, spinach, the shield against anemia and muscle weakness. If you feel tired easily, experience weakness in your arms or legs, or have had episodes of dizziness when standing up, spinach might be your #1 ally. Rich in iron, folic acid, magnesium, and B vitamins, spinach helps combat anemia, improve red blood cell production, and strengthen muscles, essential for maintaining independence and preventing falls in older age. It also contains natural nitrates, which help dilate blood vessels and improve circulation. This allows more oxygen to reach organs, the brain, and muscles, boosting physical and mental energy. Studies from European universities have shown that regular spinach consumption is linked to improved muscle function in people over 65, especially when combined with a protein-rich diet. Plus, spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect the eyes, and fiber that aids digestion. To better absorb spinach's iron, pair it with a source of vitamin C, like lemon juice, orange, or tomato pieces. And remember, cook spinach briefly or sauté it quickly. The darker and firmer it is, the more nutrients it retains. Next, let's talk about the most underestimated leaf on the plate, one that can improve sleep, calm the mind, and help control blood pressure. Leaf 3, lettuce, a natural calmative for sleep and blood pressure. Many see lettuce as just a salad filler, but the truth is, it has valuable calming and therapeutic properties, especially after 60. It contains a substance called lactucin, which has a mild sedative effect, helping to relax the body and mind. This makes lettuce a great ally for those who struggle with sleep, frequent anxiety, or high blood pressure. Lettuce is also rich in potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure and prevent fluid retention, important for avoiding strain on the heart and kidneys. Another plus is its high water and fiber content, which helps regulate digestion and maintain hydration, two common challenges in older age. Among the varieties, romaine and red lettuce have more nutrients than iceberg lettuce, making them better daily choices. You can eat it raw in salads or even prepare an infusion with the leaves at night, like a light tea before bed. But avoid seasoning with too much salt or store-bought dressings, which can negate its benefits. Next, let's discuss a true blood cleanser and lung protector, ideal for those who want more energy, healthy breathing, and natural defense against inflammation. The fourth, watercress, cleanses the blood and strengthens the lungs. Watercress is one of the most potent and underappreciated leafy greens in everyday diets. And that needs to change, especially after 60. Known for its detoxifying and expectorant properties, watercress has been used since ancient times to relieve coughs, clear airways, and strengthen the lungs. This makes it an excellent choice for people who smoked for many years, have bronchitis, asthma, or frequently experience shortness of breath. But the benefits go further. Watercress contains vitamin C, iron, calcium, folic acid, and antioxidants that help cleanse the blood, improve circulation, and boost the body's defenses against infections. In 2014, a study published in the journal Preventing Chronic Disease, linked to the US CDC, ranked watercress as the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. This means that, with few calories, it offers an impressive amount of essential nutrients. To reap its benefits, consume watercress raw or lightly sautéed, always fresh. It pairs well with salads, green juices, and even light broths. If you have a cough, hoarseness, or a heavy feeling in your lungs, try including watercress in your meals for a few days. The effects are often quick and noticeable. Now, let's explore another often ignored leaf at markets, one that hides powerful anti-inflammatory and digestive benefits. Leaf 5, mustard greens, anti-inflammatory and digestive power. Mustard greens may not be as popular as kale or spinach, but they should be on the plate of every older adult looking to improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and protect the liver. They're rich in vitamin K, vitamin C, fiber, folic acid, and bioactive compounds called glucosinolates, which act as natural anti-inflammatories in the body. This means they help relieve joint pain, combat swelling, and strengthen the immune system. Mustard greens also stimulate the liver to eliminate toxins more efficiently, crucial for those taking multiple medications or with liver issues. Another benefit is digestion stimulation. Consuming these leaves before or during meals helps the body produce more bile and digestive enzymes, improving nutrient absorption and reducing gas, reflux, and bloating. With their peppery taste, mustard greens can be sautéed with olive oil and garlic or mixed with other greens in warm salads. The darker the leaves, the higher their nutrient concentration. If you've never tried them, it's worth incorporating them gradually into your diet. They can make a big difference in gut health and digestive comfort, something that directly impacts quality of life after 60. Now, let's uncover a surprising leaf that's often thrown away but holds one of nature's greatest nutritional treasures. Leaf 6, beet greens, rich in antioxidants and great for the liver and eyes. Most people eat only the beetroot and discard the greens. But few know that beet greens are even more nutritious than the root itself. They're packed with vitamin A, vitamin K, lutein, beta-carotene, iron, calcium, and powerful antioxidants that help protect the liver, improve eye health, and strengthen the immune system. For those over 60, this means more protection against eye diseases like cataracts and macular degeneration, plus a cleaner, more active liver that can better filter toxins and waste from the body. The greens also help prevent anemia and improve red blood cell production, thanks to their iron and vitamin C content, a key combination for keeping the body oxygenated and energized. Another benefit is bone health support. The vitamin K in these greens helps fix calcium in bones, preventing fractures and osteoporosis. You can sauté beet greens with a drizzle of olive oil and garlic or add them to soups and broths. They also pair well with scrambled eggs or omelets, a practical way to add more nutrition to breakfast or dinner. Now that you know the 6 essential leafy greens for those over 60, let's explore how to incorporate them into your routine simply, deliciously, and without hassle. Many people know leafy greens are healthy but face a common doubt. How can I eat all this every day without getting bored or complicating my routine? The good news is that including these greens in your diet is simpler than it seems, even if you live alone, have little time, or lack kitchen experience. Here are some practical and accessible ways to consume these greens daily. Quick sauté. Kale, spinach, mustard greens, and beet greens can be sautéed in minutes with olive oil and garlic. Ready in under 5 minutes, they pair with any meal. Mixed salads. Lettuce, watercress, and raw greens can be combined with tomatoes, grated carrots, cucumbers, or fruits like apples and oranges. A drizzle of olive oil and lemon is enough to dress and enhance the flavor. Green smoothies. Kale, watercress, or spinach blend well with lemon, ginger, and water. Drink in the morning or between meals to aid digestion and boost energy. Light soups and broths. At dinner or on cold days, add chopped greens at the end of cooking. This preserves nutrients and enriches the dish. Omelets and scrambled eggs. One of the easiest ways to include greens at breakfast or dinner. Just chop finely and sauté briefly before mixing with eggs. Smart freezing. If you can't consume them all fresh, wash, chop, and freeze small portions. Later, use them directly in cooking. The secret is variety and balance. You don't need to eat all 6 greens in one day. Rotate them naturally throughout the week in meals you already enjoy. Next, let's reveal the mistakes many people make when preparing these greens, mistakes that could make you lose almost all their benefits without realizing it. Even when choosing the right greens, many people make simple errors that reduce, or even eliminate, the nutrients in these foods. This is especially harmful after 60, when the body already struggles to absorb what it needs. Here are the most common mistakes and how to avoid them. Overcooking. Excessive heat destroys sensitive vitamins like C, B9, folic acid, and antioxidants. When greens become too soft, they lose much of their nutritional value. Opt for quick sautéing or adding them at the end of cooking. Storing wet. Washing greens and storing them damp in the fridge speeds up nutrient loss and spoilage. Wash them only before eating or dry them thoroughly before storing. Discarding stalks. Many toss the stalks, but they're packed with fiber, calcium, and even antioxidants. Whenever possible, use stalks from kale, spinach, and beets. Chop them finely and sauté with the leaves. Using store-bought dressings. Dressing greens with processed sauces high in salt, sugar, and fat completely undermines the meal's benefits. Opt for olive oil, lemon, natural vinegar, or a bit of sea salt. Reheating multiple times. Repeatedly reheating leftover greens in the microwave or on the stove destroys nutrients. Prepare small, fresh portions whenever possible. Lack of variety. Eating only 1 or 2 types of greens limits access to other important nutrients. Diversify to balance vitamins, minerals, and fiber in your diet. Avoiding these simple mistakes can multiply the benefits greens offer, helping your body respond better, recover faster, and maintain energy as you age. Next, let's explore powerful combinations with olive oil, lemon, and other ingredients that further enhance the effects of these greens on your body. While greens alone offer many benefits, pairing them with the right ingredients helps your body absorb nutrients even better, making the positive effects quicker and longer lasting. Here are some simple combinations that work like natural remedies. Greens plus extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil's healthy fats help the body absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K, all present in leafy greens. It also has anti-inflammatory properties, protects the heart, and aids digestion. Use it raw as a dressing or drizzled over sautéed greens. Greens plus lemon or orange. The vitamin C in citrus significantly boosts iron absorption from greens like spinach and kale. This combo is especially important for preventing anemia and increasing energy. A squeeze of lemon on your salad makes a big difference. Greens plus raw or lightly sautéed garlic. Garlic has antibacterial, antiviral properties and helps control blood pressure. Sautéed with greens, it enhances flavor and amplifies protective effects for the heart and immune system. Greens plus seeds like chia or flax. These seeds provide fiber and omega-3s, complementing the greens' benefits for digestion and cholesterol reduction. Just a teaspoon a day sprinkled on salads or green smoothies is enough. Greens plus eggs. Eggs are rich in high-quality protein, choline, important for the brain, and help absorb antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin from greens. Adding greens to an omelet or scramble makes a complete, nutritious meal. These combinations are simple, tasty, and can be made with ingredients you likely already have at home. Incorporating them into meals helps your body make the most of every vitamin and mineral, aging with more strength and vitality. Now, let's see how these greens help the body detox naturally, easing the liver, improving digestion, and boosting immunity. As we age, the body accumulates toxins from medications, processed foods, pollution, and even stress. After 60, the liver and kidneys, the body's main filters, may not work as efficiently. This is where leafy greens come in as natural internal cleansers. Many of these greens contain chlorophyll, a natural pigment that helps eliminate heavy metals, reduce inflammation, and neutralize toxins in the blood. Kale, watercress, beet greens, and spinach are all rich in chlorophyll. Additionally, these greens are fiber-rich, improving bowel movements and helping the body eliminate waste. A healthy gut means better energy, less bloating, and even improved mood. Some compounds in these greens also stimulate the liver to produce enzymes that speed up natural detoxification, aiding fat digestion and reducing strain on this vital organ. Another key point: most of these greens have mild diuretic effects, helping the kidneys flush excess sodium, reducing fluid retention and blood pressure. Including these greens daily is a smart, safe way to keep the body clean, light, and functioning efficiently without relying on extreme diets, expensive products, or trends. Now, let's discuss one of the most important topics for those over 60, how these greens can turbocharge your immunity and protect against infections and diseases. After 60, the immune system naturally weakens. The body responds more slowly to infections, and recovery from colds, viruses, or inflammation takes longer. That's why boosting immunity should be a daily priority, and leafy greens can play a key role. Greens like kale, spinach, watercress, and mustard greens are rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, zinc, iron, and antioxidants, which directly support the body's defenses. These nutrients help immune cells multiply and act more efficiently against viruses, bacteria, and even tumor cells. Moreover, these greens contain phytochemicals, natural compounds that fight silent inflammation, strengthen cell integrity, and support the health of intestinal and lung linings, which are gateways for many illnesses. A healthy gut is also essential for strong immunity. The soluble and insoluble fiber in leafy greens feeds good gut bacteria, a critical part of the immune system. To boost immunity with greens, consistency is key. Eating well one day and poorly the next won't cut it. Aim for at least 1 or 2 servings daily, with variety and balance, alongside other natural foods like fruits, seeds, olive oil, and plenty of water. This is a simple, safe, and accessible way to keep your body protected as you age, living with more independence, fewer illnesses, and greater peace of mind. Now, let's address a delicate but essential point: when to avoid these greens. Yes, there are cases where excessive or improper consumption can pose health risks. Despite all their benefits, it's important to know that not everyone should eat large quantities of leafy greens, especially with certain health conditions or ongoing medications. Here are the main precautions. Blood thinners. Greens like kale, spinach, mustard greens, and beet greens are rich in vitamin K, which aids blood clotting. If you take anticoagulants like warfarin, monitor your intake, as it can interfere with the medication. Don't cut them out entirely, but keep portions steady and inform your doctor. Kidney issues or kidney stones. Some greens, like spinach and beets, contain oxalates, which may contribute to kidney stones in predisposed individuals. If this applies to you, avoid excess and drink plenty of water. Thyroid problems, hypothyroidism raw. Frequent consumption of cruciferous greens, like kale and mustard greens, may interfere with iodine absorption. If you have hypothyroidism, cook or sauté these greens and avoid excessive raw consumption, e.g., daily green juices. Sudden fiber increase. If you're not used to eating many greens, a sudden spike can cause gas, bloating, or discomfort. Increase intake gradually and chew well. Pesticides and hygiene. Non-organic greens may contain pesticide residues. Always wash them thoroughly, ideally in a baking soda or vinegar solution, and buy from trusted sources. These precautions aren't meant to scare you but to show that even natural foods require balance and awareness. The key is moderation, variety, and medical guidance when needed. Now, to wrap up, let's summarize everything into 3 practical, powerful tips to incorporate these greens into your life easily, safely, and for good. Now that you know the 6 most powerful leafy greens for those over 60, along with mistakes to avoid, precautions, and preparation tips, it's time to turn this knowledge into habit. Here are 3 simple, actionable tips to start today. Tip 1. Pick 2 greens to focus on this week. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Start with greens you find easily or already enjoy. Kale and spinach, for example, are great entry points. Gradually introduce watercress, lettuce, mustard greens, or beet greens. Tip 2. Prep greens for easy use. Wash, dry, and store portions in containers or bags in the fridge. Keep them ready for sautéing, salads, or smoothies. This prevents waste and helps you stick to the habit. Tip 3. Create a routine and track results. Include greens in at least 1 meal daily. Note how you feel over weeks: sleep, energy, digestion, pain, memory. You'll be amazed at the difference simple, natural eating can make. If you've made it this far, it's clear you care about your health or someone else's. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with family and friends. This information could help many live better, with more independence, fewer illnesses, and more quality time with loved ones. Now, tell me in the comments, which of these greens will you start eating more often? And where are you watching from? What city and country? I'll read every one. See you in the next video, with more tips for thriving at any age.